Hey guys, it's me, Ramchacker Republic, and I'm here to talk about climate change and how our last generation needs to say sorry for what they did. Because what they're doing, what they did and what they're still doing to our new generation, to this generation I'm in, is they're destroying all this world. They're having climate change happen, deforestation, glacier, it's crazy. Climate change is just when all the weather patterns are starting to go out of whack, and we're having ocean acidification due to climate change. Because there's more CO2 starting to go into the atmosphere, and if you look at a graph of atmospheric CO2 levels, parts per million, those are actually going up every year. Every year they're going up. Glacier ice mass, on the other hand, is going down every year. The ocean acidification is going up every year. Ocean temperature is going up every year. Sea level rise is going up every year. Only thing that's going down is glacier ice mass at an unnatural rate. Sure, it's supposed to be happening now, but it's going down at an unnatural rate. And China, their rivers and stuff were so polluted one time, they probably still are very polluted, that they could not swim in it, like, for whatever. They couldn't swim in it for crap. Like, man, no swimming in that river. Their water was poisonous too. China's air was really, really bad quality. Bad enough that people, the Chinese residents who lived there, had to wear masks. Smog is just basically CO2 that stays in the atmosphere, and it hangs around like fog, but just smoky fog, which is pretty poisonous if you breathe too much in. Can cause asthma to become worse. United States, Denver is pretty smoggy area because it's a pretty big industrial area. We got Russia, every single world here is basically creating, shipping, making, whatever. So it's basically creating things, shipping things, selling things, and recycling things, throwing away things. Pencils, paper bags are way better than plastic bags, trust me. Paper bags are made out of paper because it has paper in their name. Plastic, on the other hand, is made out of petroleum. If you don't know what petroleum is, it's oil. Big old black, thick, liquid stuff. It's crazy. But that takes a long time to decay. And we got so many paper bags. There's legitimately a place in the ocean called Trash Island. And if you come here from California, or just like around here somewhere, it's called Trash Island. You know why? Plastic Island. Because there's a certain area in that area where there's a current that goes around and around. And it mixes all this trash, all these paper bags that are just breaking apart to little pieces, which are still actually going around. They're basically trapped there. It's like a wormhole. Or it's like a not tsunami, like a black hole almost. Endless. But problem is with climate change is it's happening so fast at an unnatural rate that I don't think we can stop it. But on the other hand, I think this generation has the power to stop it, and the generation after that. But this generation, last generation, has to help. Has to say sorry. Has to come out with an apology for what they did. This generation, on the other hand, probably can actually do things. This generation will do things. Because on April 29th, there was a march on Denver, Colorado. There was a march. A climate march. About how this generation was expressing their feelings for climate change. And how they were saying people need to stop climate change, and they need to stop climate change, and they need to stop denying it, and they need to think of it as real. And There's over half of our rainforests are gone due to chopping down their trees, turning them into farmlands. Farmlands aren't helping to climate change either, because what they're doing is every time you chop down a tree, it's releasing more CO2 in the atmosphere that tree absorbed, and the cows, any animals, any living species is releasing a gas called methane, which is helping with it's greenhouse gas. Basically, what greenhouse gas is a mixture of like methane, carbon dioxide, some other gases that just kind of coats around the earth, trapping in heat. So when solar radiation hits the planet, it bounces off all the oceans, bounces back up, and hits the greenhouse gas. Some does escape, but most of it actually does not. And most of it hits the greenhouse gas, comes back and keeps heating up the earth that way. It's called the greenhouse effect because if you know how a greenhouse works, it traps in heat to keep plants warm. That's basically what it's doing with the planet. It's keeping everything else warm for a long time, which is in turn is causing unnatural climate change weather, unnatural weather, unnatural ice melt, and this last generation needs to say sorry for what they did. Because for sustainable cities, my idea for one of those is to have green roofs, solar panels, wind power, everything. Anything sustainable, anything that's renewable, recycle only, compost only, no trash. You reuse plastic bags, reuse whatever. Just keep reusing them until they tear. Tear into little shreds. But, you know, I want that to be a nice sustainable city one day. But I don't think most people will get the chance to have a sustainable city that way, because they're too busy destroying the planet. A lot of people deny climate change. I'm not one of those. I believe there's a thing called climate change. Scientists believe there's a thing called climate change. A lot of people disbelieve climate change. Some don't, but there's a lot of people that just think climate change is not real. And coral reefs, due to the ocean acidification and fish and everything, every life that needs a habitat to live in is dying out, going extinct. Coral reefs are dying. Birds, several species of birds went extinct actually, due to deforestation. Fish are dying out. It's just, I want the last generation, you the last generation I'm talking to, I want you to say sorry for what you did. Come out with your own video like this, do whatever you want. Video, paragraph, essay, whatever. I want you to come out with one and say sorry to this entire generation. Sorry for what you did to the planet. Because this planet, if you know about Venus, I have a feeling this planet could become Venus. Because Venus is a toxic wasteland full of CO2, methane, all those toxic gases that we are making. Every time you drive a car, burn fossil fuels, whatever, really releasing a lot of CO2. Factories I want shut down. Not using coal, not using oil, gas, whatever. Solar, wind, hydroelectric even. But sure, we're gonna need some fossil fuels to create that. But if you can just have all power plants, all cars, all vehicles, all everything running on a nice certain renewable energy, heck, even make a car that runs on plastic bags. That would be amazing. Because that would be helpful to the first stage of a sustainable city. Making cars renewable. And then using anything we can find to build houses, green roofs, that can actually cut down your electric plan, cut down on your heating bill, your cooling bill, having solar panels, which also cuts down your electric bill by a lot, makes your own electricity for you. Wind power makes more electricity for you as well. Hydroelectric electricity. And we need to save our drinkable water, because if we run out of drinkable water, and I don't know, if we'll have a machine that can just take ocean water, which is very salty, and make it drinkable. Take that salt particle out. Make it just water. Fresh water. Fresh drinkable water. And that, guys, is why I said I want that last generation to write a poem, a video, do whatever it takes to get their sorry out to this me, to this generation, to all of this, all the new generation around the world. Because if we don't do that, if they don't do that, they're just a horrible I'm just saying this is biased, but this is just my bias, that they're horrible people, and what they should do, and they need to say sorry. If they don't care about the world, that's kind of messed up, because they're ruining their kids' lives, if they have any. Ruining our lives, even. So, thanks for watching. I hope you take this to heart. Subscribe, leave a comment, and like the video. Enjoy. See you next time. Thanks for watching. Ramshackle Republic, out.